Hey listeners, welcome to the second episode of Bits New, aired and recorded for change. Now, I hope everyone is doing well, and if you're not too well, God is able. He said, Peace be still, and it was so. Now, before we dive, I just want to do some shout outs, which I had promised. Now, shout out going to the Chins family in Greater Portmore. I know this family has been supporting my videos, and I'm grateful for that. Shout out going to Auntie Jackie from her daughter Amari. And on a sad note, um, condolences going to the McGee's family. They lost their son in a car crash, and I know Hugh Dre McGee personally. We both attended Calabar High School, that's my past school, and um, we had some good time together while he was here. We both did the sport badminton and stuff. Now, today, no, we'll be looking at the topic what I see, what you see, but what I see is what I want. What I see is what I want. No, I want everyone to just close their eyes. Yes, be obedient now. Close your eyes. Yes, close them. Lock your eye. Close them. Yes. And I want you guys to picture this. Now, a family of five plays football in a park and they're having a great time. Actually, it's males against females, and the males are at 4 goals and the females are at 2 goals. Now, suddenly, Jack, the eldest son, sees a girl walks by, and Jack begins to bite his lips and soon starts to daydream. Now, his mother, who sees what's happening, shakes her head in disappointment. And while Jack's dad, who also saw what's happening, nods his head with pride and whispers, "That's my boy." No, you can open your eyes. You see, listeners, God's creation of us is perfect. We were created in His image and likeness, which suggests that God made no mistake. He also made us as sexual beings, allowing our brain to produce hormones that give boosts to our emotions. Now, the anecdote that I just said mirrors what happens on a everyday basis. Men lusting at women and women lusting at men. And because of this, this creates a list of anonymous persons, admirers on everyone's list. On everyone. Sorry. Now, maybe you're wondering what is lust? Bits, what are you trying to say? What is lust? Now, I'm talking about the idea that a man or woman will see a woman or man who is not his wife or her husband and will fixate on a certain body part or parts and automatically become aroused and start mentally undressing the person, him or her, imagining he or she is doing things with that person. No, men, don't feel that you're in this one alone. Women lust too. They do. They may not be as visual as us men, but they throw themselves at men using their body parts, trying to seduce us. Now, the Bible tells us that God is totally against sexual temptation. Now, the Lord Jesus tells us that being tempted by someone is as serious as committing adultery. And you can see that in Matthew 5:20, verses 27 and 28. Knowing that lust is a serious thing in the eyes of God, we should be careful not to do it. Now, here are a few signs that I'm going to share with you, which indicates possible sexual lust. 1. When you start to desire a person's beauty. Now, many of us, male and female, lust and say, as excuse, it's not lust, it's just appreciation of beauty. No, 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 no. There's a thin line that separates appreciation and lusting. Thin line. 2. When you keep thinking about a person's physical qualities. Now, lust is always in the mind before it becomes an action, and as such, we should always check what we're thinking, especially when it's about a person. And 3, when you can't stop yourself from desiring. I think this is a dangerous part because many people don't recognize this. And have you ever idolized or got starstruck by someone's physical beauty that you can't stop thinking about the person and desiring to be near him or her?
Well, for me, yes. Hmm, I think so. Well, if you said yes, that was you lost it. Yes, you
Brr. Now, I think the problem is, we don't really believe in who we are. Renew your mind to the truth so that Christ will remain within us. You are an instrument of righteousness, able to live in self control, regardless of a woman or man's wardrobe choices. Now, friends, God made men and women in his image and likeness. We are to honor God by respecting our fellow humans, especially these of the opposite sex. We must not turn them into objects of desire. Rather, we must treat them with purity at all times. Now, before I go, I just want to leave, I would just want to differentiate the characteristics of love versus lust. Now, I want you guys to listen carefully here. Now, love gives, love waits, love respects, love forgives, love is unselfish, love is generous, love protects, love is faithful, and love up- upholds. Lust, lust takes away, lust is impatient, lust violates, lust condemns, lust is self centered, lust is greedy, lust endangers, and lust is disloyal, and finally, lust abundance. Now, let us try and stop getting into the habit of lusting, for this can cause trouble. And as you venture to the remaining of the week, I just want you to think on these stuff that I just said. Share it with your friends. It may be your brethren, it may be your brethren, your bro, your sis. No, like bro, boys say yo that I'm a brethren. Well, like when the girls them say no, like I have to ask somebody. But I'm assuming girls, if it's a sistering, boys, if I your brethren, your par, your chargy, come on, share the message. Let us try and live clean lives. Let us try and do especially what God wants us to do. And just these are my few words. Enjoy the rest of your week and be lust free.